Turn up the radio.
Stop.
I don't even know if that's how it goes.
Yeah, I was like,
What song is it?
Back to another GRAMAJO podcast. I'm Eric, the most beautiful host you'll ever see. Not
You always lie to your show.
I know. I have to flatter myself.
Me.
And then I have my two sisters with me.
Nancy.
And I'm Nicole.
Yep. And welcome to another episode. No, I think it's the Black Eyed Peas. It's like, louder, louder.
Yeah, it
Turn up the
sounds...
radio.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the
Or
Black
is it
Eyed
like
Peas.
Sounds
Pump It
like
Up?
something, but the lyrics didn't sound right.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just picking up. I just know the beat.
Pump it up. Ooh. I was like,
But no, I was gonna say something to you guys.
I
Yeah, I'm not, but I don't think I'm gonna get the job. Going back to that,
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, we were talking about
You're
that.
enjoying
I think
school.
it's just gonna be one of those things that, yeah, I think I'm gonna be wrong. I could get it.
I think you're gonna be a big runner-up. It's just it depends on like the other candidates. I think it depends on like what they're looking for.
The thing we all agree upon,
salary based. I think
we all agreed upon that location needs somebody strong, and you need to be stern with these guests.
It's gotta be you,
And
baby.
the thing is, all these people they're bringing in, they worked at locations where they've never had to do that before.
Yeah.
That's
wait,
about
so
it.
are they? I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Because
But
I
I'm
remember
just
working
wondering, like the
old
outside hires, if they have like any experience or anything, or like.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. The experience they have, if they worked at other hotels, it's not. They've never worked at this type of
Yeah.
extended stay where they enforce. Because I worked at other hotels and they never enforced anything. And when they tried, people were like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, whatever."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you have strong fitting, and you also know what you're gonna do, and like you're not a pushover. So,
Yeah, but
like you said, I think the only thing that might like sway it in a different direction is maybe
the pay.
the pay, but also like if you talk about like why, because they're gonna bring. Well, I mean, I don't know if they'll bring it up like how much you want to be paid. It might not be till after the interview if they're like considering you. They'll be like negotiating about that.
Yeah, but I said if they give me what I asked, that'll be amazing. But I don't think so. But like I told you what they supposedly make last time, but that's still not. Like I said, I can make that. And I would tell them, I was like, I can make that if I work 2 extra shifts each paycheck. So what would be the point of me taking the job if I can make that money?
Yeah.
There has to be a difference in pay for me to make it worth it, because I'm basically making the same what I'm making as what I'm doing now.
Right.
There has to be. And that's how I explained to them. There has to be a pay difference, because if not, what would be the point of me taking it? I could have just stayed as where I am, have less responsibility,
And then just make up the money by like working
Yeah.
more shifts.
and just being like, I'm willing to go this location, this location. I know they'll probably make a comment, but you never do. But it's like the options there. Though.
Yeah, that's like how I'm comparing like the two jobs. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the job I have currently compared to like the one I'm applying for.
Because I'll be like, the options there, I might not be able to. I'm not be able to. What's the word I'm trying to say? Do it, but the options there.
Like yeah, you don't do it currently, but it's still like showing you the pros and cons of like the other position.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's what I think I have going for me. Negotiators, because I made last year what basically a supervisor made. But what's going on with you guys? Anything new?
Nope.
No, nada.
No, I've just been really tired this week. Even more. I think it's because I've stopped drinking as much coffee this week. I'm trying to limit my coffee to
Oh my
before
God.
noon.
Is that why we haven't gone to Starbucks?
Because I'm trying to get better sleep, and I am actually getting better sleep, but I'm also getting really weird dreams because of the book I'm reading right before.
Ooh, what
Oh, the Mind
dream?
Hunters?
Yeah, it's like talking about serial killers and like describing like how like you know the bodies and everything were mutilated. So I've been dreaming about that. And I'm like,
What the
The
fuck?
TV show was good though.
yeah, I
I
liked
mean,
it
I
a
hope they
lot.
make it. I hope I always say I hate when companies make TV shows and never finish them. Like, mind me, they finish them, but they don't finish them. I think correctly.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Because even like because you know my favorite thing to do, especially when I'm working, is watch TV. And so like what I usually do is because I
surprised you
hate
don't fuck up
rewatching
while watching TV.
I don't. It's because the thing is I rewatch shows that I already know like the episodes. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I know what's gonna happen. But if I watch something new, I can't focus on it while I'm working. I can't focus enough like I want to, so that's why I don't watch anything new while I'm working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because then I'm like, I actually
That explains a lot when I'm
actually
hanging
have
out
to
in your
pay
room.
attention, because if not, yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time she stared at the TV for an hour while I put on a new TV show, and she was like, "Oh shit, I have work."
Yeah, I just can't. That's why I just rewatch
No, I
her.
get
I
it, I get
know it's something like simple to watch that like I won't have to pay too much
Nicole, we have
attention to.
to cut your nails, Nicole.
Sir,
They look
yours are
disgusting.
deteriorating. Mine are just
No, that was
outgrown
because I
and
did
dirty.
Oh, I cut my nails today.
No, that's
Finally,
'cause
they
I-
were
Why are we even
outgrown.
let's not talk about
did
this. I don't
something
want-
to my nail. That's why it looks fucked up. You in
Oh,
general,
how is it?
oh, it's much better. It's just dead skin. That's it's gonna
Yeah.
go back to normal over time.
I always get
not
like a
even that
really
bad.
bad ingrown nail on my toes, and I hate it.
Why are we
You cut it
talking
out?
about this?
Yeah, I got it out, but it always hurts so bad.
Yeah, that's why I think I screwed up. I
That's
got
why
one
I
out.
hate. I wait the longest time to cut my nails because it just hurts.
This reminds me of the fact that when I, the big doors at the school, like the middle ones, I clamped my foot in there and I couldn't walk for like an hour.
Oof.
That hurt.
Sounds terrible.
That's why my pinky toes messed up.
Yeah, it is the end of February last week, and then it'll be a anniversary of when we started quarantining.
Is it? Was it March?
March
Oh, yeah,
16th.
because we left
It was,
the
like,
Guate
right
in
March,
February, and we were so nervous that if we're gonna make it back or not.
Yeah, because I think literally the week I got back, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're packing thing up," and I was like, "Oh, okay," and they were like, "Yeah, just like just take what you need," and I was like, "Okay," so I just take my computer, because originally I didn't even have like my monitor, I just had my laptop, and that was the struggle.
Yeah, there's talking. Some people are saying we're not gonna get back normal to 2022, but I think
Yeah,
by
that's
the
what I
end of
think,
this
too.
no, I think by the end of this year, it slowly will get back to
No,
normal.
I think
Fully,
I think,
by
like
next year.
by the
It's
end
gonna
of
pick
summer.
up in summer.
No, that's what
I
I'm
feel
saying.
like,
I
yeah.
think summer is gonna depend. I feel like fall we'll have like really stable footing,
But there'll be
and
like a
it'll be
little spike
slowly
certain areas.
It'll
I
be
still think it's
slowly
gonna be a
going back
spike.
to normal. Yeah, but I think it just also depends on how like the summer goes.
Because they raised restrictions a little bit in Virginia. I got an email about it.
Because also the variant, the variants and everything is like we don't know how that's gonna play
We got
out.
it all here. We got the Brazilian one. We got the European
Really?
one. I think we got the African one. I didn't even know there were so many different strains.
Yeah,
to start
I
watching
just heard about
newscasts.
the British one because
Yeah,
that
that's
one
here.
too.
It's made it here apparently. I was like, oof.
There was a.
I'm just wondering if they're gonna do the. So we're not going to Japan. This Nicole is probably not to know this summer. Well, no,
Okay,
it's
good,
not
it's
because I
fine.
don't want to go. It's because legitimately, it's like
So up
they're
in
not.
the air and
The
crazy.
Yeah.
Olympics are so up in the air right now.
No, what I was gonna say, I was talking to my friend about this, about like how 2022 is probably gonna be the year. I was wondering, like, in the what was it, like the Great Depression and like the
recession.
the no, what was that
Big brain.
pandemic that happened?
The Black
like-
Plague.
The
I don't
Spanish
know.
flu.
Yeah,
Oh, you're talking about
something big.
no,
And
but after-
I was just
well, hold
wondering,
on.
like, history
World War
wise, how
II?
long did it take for things to like pop back?
Look, Google it.
I don't know. I don't want to Google it, but I was
Neither
just
do I.
thinking. I was thinking like
Just Google it.
it
Just
probably
say,
takes like
how long
2 to
did the
3 years.
Spanish flu last? No, it took a
No,
while.
like pop back. Like once it was like
Oh, they say every 10 years.
yeah.
They say every 10 years is a new. This is the reason it's so big now is because travel.
Yeah.
Travel wise, that's
No,
basically
but that's
why.
what I'm thinking. Like when it'll like cool down. I feel like 2021, like 2020 was when we were going through it, but 2021 is gonna be like we're like getting there, and there's like a little fluctuation unless something like big happens.
Yeah.
Fucking wear your mask, people. Fucking Karens.
Double
Yeah.
mask.
Oh, I was watching. I don't know if you guys watch her videos still. Liza Koshy, she's been posting more on YouTube,
Nah.
and
I dropped her.
she posted a video of like her driving in her car, and she literally was yelling at someone from her car to put that like the mask goes over your nose, and I was like, literally me too. Me too. Just people don't care.
No, but the first people to cry though. That's what bothers
Oh,
me.
yeah,
It's like
that's
you're
true.
the first people to say not to wear your mask,
Oh,
but the
you
first people
want
to
to hear
complain.
something funny? I was texting my friend this morning, and she told me that apparently in Florida, these either they're 30 or 40-year-old women they dressed up as grannies to get the first dose of the vaccine, and they weren't allowed to get their second.
Oh yeah, and there's a video on there. The cops are like, "You see what you did? You took vaccines from people."
Did they?
Yeah, they're all.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
They were like,
she just told me, and I was
I
like,
think it was
whoa.
the cops, but somebody was telling them like, "You took the vaccine for somebody who really needed it when you don't need it. You're not in the age group that needed it."
Yeah, like you're
and
not
you
the
took
most
the vaccine.
Speaking
I
of
get
Florida,
it.
They dressed like they literally dressed up.
But I mean, I
like,
get it. I guess like, so I don't know the whole story. So I'm guessing it's because they were scared and they wanted to get it. But my thing is, if you fucking quarantine,
yeah, like
and
there's
stayed
other
at
ways
home, you
to
would have
like
been
make
fine.
sure you
But
don't get it.
But also, I was like,
Like
maybe,
I get the paranoia, but still, like.
But I was like, they look like people who like to go out and party too. So I was like,
yeah.
you did. And that's the first thing that came out. I was like, you really did this party because you wanted to party. What were you saying?
Speaking of Florida, apparently there was a Florida man who tried to smuggle 28 grams of weed to go to England to see his British boyfriend, and he was stopped on the plane.
I can see that happening.
I mean, it's Florida.
Yeah.
Remember
It's called,
the Florida man who broke into jail to hang out with his friends?
No, I don't
Did you know 4 of the executives or something like that work for that Texas electrical company, they resigned. Guess where they lived?
Florida,
No, out of state. Well, maybe in Florida. But
Alabama.
4 of them lived out of state.
Dang. Oh, did you see that one video where I think someone's electricity bill came to $13,000
Oh no, there was
or
higher.
something?
There was
Yeah.
people higher than that.
And I was like, holy fucking shit. Like, wow,
Well,
that's
damn.
crazy.
I'm not even surprised they even billed people. I was like, you would think the company would be like, oh, we're gonna zero it out.
Yeah,
And,
like,
who would have the money to?
like
what
it's
would have an
a
average
natural
person have the money?
disaster.
Oh no,
Like,
well,
there
they
should be
couldn't charge
something.
either. When the president issued an disaster emergency, and when the state issues that, they couldn't charge them or anything. But it's still like the audacity.
Did they do that? Then they
yeah.
called it a national.
Yeah. They never had snow. Well, it's not they never. They don't
Is
get
it
snow like
national
that.
or natural disaster? Natural disaster.
Natural disaster. Or
National.
natural
Natural
disaster. I don't
because
know.
it's the elements.
But
Snow.
Avatar.
But I'm like saying the audacity you have to show them how much you would have charged them.
Yeah, that's
I was
like what the
couldn't you
fuck.
Couldn't somebody go in there and be like, let's make sure all the accounts just show zero balance until further notice?
Yeah.
Well, New York came to save them though. Acosta raised $2 million for them.
Damn.
Well,
New York.
what the people can do.
New York. Well, I
Oh,
should
wait,
say just
Eric.
New York.
Have you ever watched What Would You Do with John Quinones?
Nope.
I didn't know what the fuck this was either.
I know.
so don't
Yeah,
worry.
like,
I forced her to watch it with me, and she got so riled
It's
up.
it's like a I was about to say it's a sitcom. It's like a reality show where they like stage like actors doing something in public, and then they see how other people react in real time.
Oh, okay.
So it's like there was this one lady in a restaurant that had a black foster kid, and she was eating out with her daughter, and she was like, you're a foster kid, you're not my real kid, you can only have what was it,
Fries. It was fries,
and
and
then
then
she was like, we basically just have you so we can get money for
And
you.
she let the daughter have
And-
like a milkshake, and the kid was like, "Can I get a milk?" And she was like, "No, I need money for my daughter." And
And
me."
so basically what they do is like zoom in on like how the other people are reacting around them and see if like they would intervene or say
I would
anything
have
or
low-key
anything.
sent him a burger.
oh, somebody
That's what
bought him
I
an
was
entire
talking about.
I
meal.
would have low-key be like, hey, can you do me a small favor? Can you please go send this kid a burger? And can you write a note to the mom saying, fuck off?
Yeah, like
Like, if you can do that, no, I would have gotten, and if I would have left before them, I would be like, ma'am, you can go fuck off. And I
Yeah.
best
No,
believe
'cause,
I'll be reporting you, and I got images of
because
you.
the funny thing is though, like a lot of the people, well, no, there's a few black people, but like a lot of people that like are like reacting are white, and so I'd be like, the way they react, they're like, oh, you know, it's like this or like that, I don't want to get involved. I'd be like, hello, we would be calling 911 social services, like, hello, that's not okay.
Well, you know me. You know me.
Yeah.
I would have stuck up right now. Be like, excuse
Oh,
me.
there was
bitch."
Yeah.
one where it's like me and Nancy. There was like playlists, and there was one of like racial problems, and then Nancy just kept yelling at the TV. She was like, "I would have beat their ass. I dead ass. We would have gotten involved. I would have yelled at them. I would have
Wait,
dragged
what
this lady
was
out the
it?
restaurant."
No, I would have sabotaged.
It was
like,
the one where
no,
they
no, no.
couldn't speak Spanish.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
there was this one where this couple was like in a diner and they were like, they can't order in Spanish.
They can't order in English.
They can't order in English. And so the waitress, like the actor, she was just being like, well, I don't know what you're saying. You try to say it in English. If you can't say it in English, you can't take your order and you have to leave. And then people were like just looking around, like literally white people are just like,
And then there was this
Yeah,
white
how
guy who
can
tried
they
to help
come
with
here?
Google Translate.
yeah, there's this white savior type that was like, oh, we can use Google Translate and we'll slowly go one, one by one.
And he
I'm
showed the waitress, he's like, this is what you have to use when it comes into these problems.
Oh, yeah. And he was just trying to be like,
bitch, shut up.
And then there was this one sweet military guy who helped out.
Oh, yeah, he knew Spanish. I think it was Hispanic. And he was like, okay, quiero ordenar, aquí está, okay, ahorita los ayudo. And I would be like, that'd be us. No,
Yeah,
we've
dude.
actually done that before. We help out people. Like, trying to
I
order
just find it
stuff.
weird when we're sitting and they just look and we look and they're like, do you speak Spanish? Do you speak Spanish? I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Like you just come up and ask us.
Oh my God.
You didn't even give me a chance to fail. You just straight up just asked us.
Yeah, it's just like, you make eye contact.
You're like,
It's
oh.
It's like, you know.
the two eyes and
Yeah,
then
it's
you
like
with
they
the
don't even
mouth.
give
It's
us
just
a
like,
chance to be like, can we help you? Do you need help? No, they're like, straight up, can you help us?
Yeah.
can you speak Spanish?
I feel that.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Nancy
you
was
gotta
like-
help your comrade.
When Nancy was talking about how, like,
No.
Nancy was like about how she was gonna, like, throw
I
hands
would've
if that
thrown
ever
hands
happened.
with the
and, like,
waitress.
oh, no.
Because she's also was like, she's just being very discriminatory.
The
And
one
she was
that-
like, how can you cross the border and not know English?
Oh, there was there was this clip I saw on Facebook about a movie, and this kid got hit and he defended himself, and his parents come in. Well, I think one of them was his uncle, but either way, his parents came in, and the teacher's like, he's getting suspended and he will be brought to the board. He's like, oh, okay. So wait, you're talking about a gay kid being hit, and oh wait, that's a hate crime, isn't it? I
Yeah.
can sue you, can I? Oh, okay. So don't worry. You just go ahead and suspend him, and I'll just get my lawyer to come and sue you for everything you got.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you play, like, when you know stuff like that, because that's the thing that sucks is that, like, people get advantage of when they don't know, like, they have those options. That's the only sad part, like,
Yeah.
you know?
But the thing is, like, when I took my real estate class, people were like, knowledge is power. If you know it, you could either use it for yourself or you could use it to better people.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah.
You have to.
What? What?
Okay. Never mind.
What?
She's
What?
breathing into her mic.
I'm
Oh,
not.
nobody cares.
Oh,
It's bothering me.
Oh,
sorry.
you're the only one complaining. Well, guys,
Sorry.
reach this part of the segment that we call Cheese Me. Basically, just gossip, news, anything we hear. Could be true, could be lie. We'll just let you know, and it'll just be a great, fun talk to talk about. Nancy, you have anything?
Nope, my life's been boring.
Life's been boring.
Yeah,
Legit.
nothing cheeseman wise.
Nothing?
You said you had cheeseman about like your the lady suing your job.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if I can say. Well, the court date already happened, so anybody can look it up, I guess. But my old GM is apparently suing the company because something happened where she got hurt at work.
Mm-hmm.
But I always said I'm not gonna say that she didn't get hurt, but I think she was she was being more dramatic than what it needed to be.
Oh, for sure.
Because she even told us that her doctor said everything was basically good.
Oh wait, really? Like she said that
basically
out
said
loud to y'all?
Yeah.
Wow, and then she still filed for like workers' comp.
Well, she left, so I don't. Maybe she still needed it or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, to
just
get
think
her
she's
by or whatever.
I think she's just fucking.
Or
bitch
maybe
to
she
this
tried to
day.
get like unemployment after she left or whatever.
That could be true, but who knows?
Yeah,
I
that's
just-
tricky.
To this
too.
day, I find her she's just being a fucking idiot and a bitch. So, not I think much of her either way. Anything with you?
Yep.
No, that's for me.
That's for you.
What?
Yeah.
How can you have cheeseman not let the our
listeners,
viewers
Because they
our
know?
listen to
viewers,
this.
Our fans listen to this.
They found it. They listened to so I can't say
Oh.
anything. So
Hello.
they're gonna listen to this, and they're
Hello,
gonna be
the
like,
people we want to talk about but can't talk about because you
know.
listen
Nancy
to us.
knows all of it.
Wait.
Nancy knows all of it, and I tell her
Wait,
this.
about what?
I'll tell you after.
Nicole
but
has
this
the
shit's
biggest
funny as
drama in her. I mean, not
Yeah.
the biggest. It's just funny because like
people are
literally,
idiots.
me and you never had this drama growing up.
Sounds like it's stupidity
It
between
is.
children.
And it's
yeah,
funny.
different generation.
Yeah, we were talking about
I
school
wish
stuff
I
earlier,
could
and that
sing.
showed the difference to all of
I'm
us.
tone deaf.
None of us can
No, I
sing.
can't even like. I don't have rhythm. Nothing.
Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Your
That's
cat
the
has
only
an,
thing I
Your cat has
wish.
an appointment on Monday, right?
I think yeah. The only thing I wish is like was taller. and I could sing. I think my life would be like.
You know what? You remind me of that song. It was like,
better.
I used to love American Idol.
I wish I
I
was
used
a
to watch
little
it,
bit
like-
taller. I wish I was a baller. You know that
I
song?
used to.
yeah.
I think I watched
I
it.
got a girl in a
I think I
phone,
watched
would
American
call her.
Idol for like 5 years or 6 years, something like that. And I just stopped because I was like, it's the same shit, different toilet.
Oh yeah, for.
Same shit, different
That's
toilet.
great.
Yeah, just
I
saying,
love
just
that.
people coming
No,
in.
no, I love that phrase.
Yeah,
That's
but I was just saying,
iconic.
same
Oh, Eric used to
shit,
say that all
different-
the
if people don't
time,
get it, it's just
and then he
like-
stopped.
It's just the
I've
same thing
never heard
over.
him say that.
I've heard him say it before.
It's just the same people, like not the same
We're gonna
people. but-
trademark that here. Same shit, different toilet.
Trademark.
We'll get it on a t-shirt.
But,
Yeah.
but you get what I mean. It's just different people singing the
Yeah.
same shit, just a different day.
No, there was this
Mood.
one guy
That's iconic.
that I had a presentation in for one of my classes, and he said he had this iconic line he would say when he was like summing up like all his different points. He'd be like, same
even
song, different verse. It's like it's the same shit, just a different line. And me and my friend thought it was the greatest thing because he was really country. So when he said it, he had a heavy accent. He's like, same song, I can't.
Same song, different verse.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that can do accents?
Hello.
Nah, I
All
can't do
all
accents.
hello,
I want
governor,
to marry
cup of tea.
someone with an accent.
Hello, mate.
Or maybe not marry, because
kind
I
of
don't know if
a
I
show.
believe in marriage. But anyways, I want someone with an accent.
So
a
if
French
anybody
has a
accent
British
or
guy?
British accent
Anybody-
would be preferred.
Anybody has a British accent?
Applications
Yeah, Nancy's on
in
the
my
mark.
DMs.
Listen, let me finish.
We make a Google form.
If anybody
Age.
who has who has money with a British
Can cook.
accent
Can cook.
Can't get me to the next Gordon Ramsay.
submit the
You don't have to
resume.
have as much money. If you can cook more
You're
than you
good.
have money,
No,
you're
gonna.
in.
No, sorry, I will not
I will
accept the
make money
application.
for
Yeah.
you.
I will not accept the application unless you got some money because of, no, I will not accept
You
the
have to have a
application.
minimum
You have-
threshold. of
Yeah,
money.
like a
Yes.
good money and like you
But
can
if
cook.
you can make a damn ass good dish,
If you can make some bomb grilled
the money,
cheese.
the percentage goes down. The money
Yeah.
percentage goes down. If you can make a
Nancy's
banging-
like, if you can make some bomb ass grilled cheese, you got me.
something with potatoes. Potatoes is the
What
key
is
to my
with you
life.
and fucking potatoes? That's all you cook.
They're my
shit with
favorite.
You know, I
potatoes.
really want to take that DNA, that 23andMe, just because it always has me thinking. Because you know how I told you, Mike, one of
You're
my
from
coworkers.
Ireland. You're
No, this
Irish.
is Spaniard. This
You're-
is Spaniard. That's why I was like, I want to take that 23andMe.
Is it
and
like
see.
mom?
No, yeah.
Mom's like-
we're
Damn
one of mom's
colonizers.
one of mom's ancestors got with the colonizer from Spain.
Got with the colonizer.
Fucking asshole.
That's where
Colonizers.
that's where you got
Spain.
your
That's where I got with it. I'm just
your
the-
looks. Nah, dead ass. That's where you got your looks.
Damn.
I'm the, so it's just
Colonizer
it's a
shit.
reminder to the family every couple centuries that we got raped by white people.
Oh my god.
I'm like, but legit, that's what happened.
That's just a reminder.
Yeah.
I'm the reminder.
No, you
Yeah.
have to remind
You know what would be more funny if we all take the test and we find out that me and you or one of us is whiter than Eric.
Wow. Oh shit, that'd be crazy.
That'd be funny.
We should take it though.
We should.
It's
But there's-
expensive though. It's
but-
like 100.
I'll
Right?
pay out.
No, there's one with there's different versions of the test. There's really cheap ones. You just got to choose which ones. Like there's Family Tree or something like
But
Ancestry.
also, I think you know what's cool? The mystery, because we really don't know. Like, obviously, majority of our families from
Yeah, I
Guate,
remember
but
one
like
time.
we have very.
No, but from what I heard from Guate, like everybody, it's still like the big percentage of the population is still indigenous.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. They have
indigenous
the.
people.
There's like over, I want to say 100 indigenous languages, and they're really cool. I think we actually are like have some ties to indigenous.
No, they said
But, like, way
everybody
back,
does.
yeah.
They said almost everybody. Some percentage do. Everybody does.
God. I remember when
It's
somebody
rare that
asked me
you
what I
don't.
was. I was like, oh, I'm this. Anything else? I don't know. How do you not know? Don't you ask your parents? I was like, I don't
My
know.
parents don't
We're
even
not
know.
white colonizers that
Okay,
keep
I'm
track
not, like,
of
I'm not the
everywhere,
white person
every
that's
place
like,
they've been made.
I'm
Okay, I'm
white.
sorry.
We're
I'm
being-
like
we're
23
a little
Irish.
harsh.
I did-
I'm being a little harsh.
I'm from-
but-
I did
I'm
buy that
half
stuff.
Peruvian.
I mean, we know we're Spaniard because I bought that ancestry thing from the Renaissance, and
Oh,
the
yeah,
name
Montes
comes
name.
from Spain.
No, it makes sense. And then like the timeline, it just I wonder how far back. Like the thing I want
What
to
if a
know
royalty?
is like
What if a
our
lost royal?
our
my
family
God.
tree. That's what I want to know. Like, because honestly, we don't really know anybody's names in our family. We just know like
I think
what they
family
go by.
members. Not to lie to you, I think a lot of Central American and South Americans, have slept with their family member, not knowing it's family, just because of that situation. Because
Yeah,
they
it's
left,
just-
they got spread.
Yeah.
And I always thought about it. I was
'Cause we
like,
have
how would
such
you
I mean,
know?
big
Unless
There
you
were
family.
did it.
scientists. There was
No,
like
that's-
everybody's like.
That's like what I would really like to know is like follow our family tree and then like learn like the stories and stuff. Because also mom and dad don't really like talking about that. Like once in a while they'll talk about something.
But I don't think they know either.
But yeah,
I think a lot
I
of
think
them
that's
don't
also
know.
why. Yeah.
I'm
Because sometimes you ever hear when families are talking, they're like, whatever happened to him? And then they start thinking, they're like, oh, what happened to this dude? We met him once a long time
yeah,
ago. It was like an uncle of, and I'm
Of,
like,
like,
how the fuck? I
so-and-so.
was like, but I forget back then there were no cell phones, there were
Yeah,
nothing
like-
like
Yeah,
that.
it's
So
like you saw someone.
send me a
and
messenger pigeon.
That's a crazy thing. But yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I literally, like, that's one of my goals is just to track everybody in our family and be like,
'Cause-
oh, hey, we're related to you.
you can.
and
It's
we're
weird.
related
You
to
can do it like on Ancestry.
Yeah, that's what I heard
but
too.
everybody has to.
But they have to have their info, right? Or something?
no, everybody has to make their own account and submit their own DNA.
Oh.
That's the issue with it.
Turns
so
out-
I can submit mine, and they can be like, "Oh, this is how they're related," but it won't. I think if I'm explaining it right, 23andMe is a way different concept than Ancestry, but I think everybody has to have their own account. I don't
Right,
think you can.
and, like,
if
have
I'm
your
wrong,
profile.
please somebody correct me. But I think
Or maybe you just have to have your, like, info in, like, a database.
no, they do. No, you can put people's information and build your own tree, and they give you connections. But I'm
That's
saying
crazy.
DNA wise, if you want to
Yeah,
match
like to
that
track
way,
it, yeah.
I don't know if you can buy it for them and it'll link to your account, or they have to have their own
Interesting.
account because it is kind of like a sensitive thing.
No, yeah, because I feel like we probably have family in, like, of one family member in, like, the craziest place. Like, if we had family in France, best believe I'd be like, hey, I'm your long lost
Long,
whatever.
I'm your.
Ça va, les Français?
Oui.
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 I was like, I remember when because I have a lot of white friends, and I remember asking them like, "Oh, what are you?" Because they always used to ask
They
me.
always
They always
know.
try to spice
And they're
themselves
always
up.
like, I'm like 3%. Da 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 da.
From my mom's side, I'm like 50%
like,
Irish, and then like
why
But
do
you
you
know a
know
lot of-
the exact?
No, but you know some of them don't know. They just because of what they've been told.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no,
They've
never
like,
taken a test.
They don't know for sure, but I'm just like they always have like those type of answers, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
and then like
it's
oh,
the
and I remember
Colonizer.
I remember one
They
time I was like,
track
"Oh, so you're
everybody.
white."
yeah,
And they were like, so I remember one time I asked this person, so like they were like, oh, I'm like my mom's from like here, so she's like half Irish and stuff. So I was like, oh, so you're white. And then she was like, I mean, they're like, I'm half
technically-
Peruvian. So I was like, oh, so you're spicy
white.
mayonnaise,
What's-
okay?
Yeah, what's the color of your skin? You white girl.
I'm actually.
We
half-
don't go through the same struggle. I'm sorry, you're half
sorry.
whatever, but
Yeah, but thanks for everybody listening to another GRAMAJO Farm podcast. We will have hopefully the next episode for you on Monday. You can follow us on social media, Instagram at GRAMAJO Fam or GRAMAJO Podcast, or search us on the internet. Our YouTube page is GRAMAJO Podcast. Facebook, same thing, GRAMAJO Podcast or GRAMAJO Fam. Shoot us a DM if you have any questions, or if you just want us to shout out or say anything for you. But thank you so much for listening.
Bye. I love you.
bye.